disappointed, Cav. Here I am, a businessman, general manager, portfolio executive for social media of TTW, Triple Threat Wrestling Podcast, the most interesting podcast about wrestling on the net today. I've came in to make it the most listened to podcast on the net today. How am I going to do that? Get three, count them three, very simple ideas. Product synergy, bad guy brand, already on board, deal signed, done. Step 2, what do the listeners want? They want industry insiders on the pod talking to our panel of experts week in, week out. Already started. Greg Jovey over at St. Louis PWCS Wrestling, stateside, the most interesting format of wrestling I've heard of in years. Next week, we've taken a wee dip. Cav, you were on, I don't know why. We all make mistakes, I'm not perfect. We allowed you to associate with ourselves. Probably done damage to the brand. We'll make up for it. Who's our next guest? Lewis Girvan. Most exciting wrestler in the world today. Fantastic. Showstopper. Step 3. Inject a bit of comedy, guys. Easiest way to do that, as you can tell. I'm a pretty interesting, funny guy. People like me. A bit charismatic. So, I'm on the pod, cracking a few witticisms, as I'm wont to do. I call you out, Cav. It's a little joke, a bit of friendly banter, a bit of friendly sledging. And I hear that you've taken it seriously. That you indeed want to chop me in the chest. Pro wrestler, businessman, entrepreneur, portfolio executive. I'll be honest, I was concerned. You, not a one, but a two-time tag team champion. You've trained under modern and classic greats alike. Damien O'Connor, Mikey Whiplash, Johnny Saint. You've been in the ring, you've faced off against potentially not just the greatest heel in the history of Scotland, but possibly the world, the late great Drew McDonald. I'm thinking to myself, Champagne Charlie-esque, I'm thinking to myself, if this guy, if Cav, has half a brain in his head, he's going to have soaked up some of that knowledge. He's going to be dangerous. But then I realised, Cav, you don't have half a brain. That's what's different between you and me. I do. I've got two halves of a brain, Cav. I've got a full brain. And you might not have noticed under this magnificent designer suit, but I've got an equally magnificent body. I am the total package. So when you step in that ring, and you throw your little chop, and you bounce off me like a fly off double glazing, then it's going to be you that's concerned. Because you're going to be asking yourself, what next? What happens